He's well respected here in the community. He's took care of a lot of people.
People in one neighborhood in shock tonight. Police say a man who lived there is actually a fugitive who's been on the run for nearly 40 years.
Lexington police are talking about increasing security around nightclubs, but some business owners downtown have some concerns.
A WKYT exclusive, an inside look at what's being done to try to keep drugs out of Kentucky jails.
WKYT News starts now with breaking news.
Good evening. Tonight we're learning more about a crash in Frankfort involving a school bus. It's tied up traffic on a busy road for hours.
Police say the Breathitt County school bus T-boned a car on US 127 near Century Plaza this afternoon. Officer Don shot this video from Sky First. A person in the car was badly injured. Garrett Weimer joins us live with the breaking details. Garrett?
Well, investigators have been out here for hours now at the scene of this crash, and thankfully the kids on the bus were okay, but we're told the folks in the car were hurt pretty badly. Franklin County Sheriff Pat Melton says the Breathitt County school bus was driving on 127 South when the black car came out of the plaza here. That car was T-boned, and Melton says the driver had to be airlifted to UK with life-threatening injuries. A nearby construction crew rushed to help after they saw the crash.
Glanced off to the intersection, just as the bus flew through the intersection, hit the black Corolla. And it slung it into the air, it landed, bounced, and flew into the ditch there. It's awful.
They also ran up with their tools and equipment and tried to help. And we're told the passenger in the car was taken to Frankfort Regional Medical Center with serious injuries, and we're told everyone on the bus was okay. Live in Frankfort, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Also breaking tonight, investigators tell us one person was killed in a crash in Mercer County. The Mercer County Sheriff's Office says a tractor trailer, a car, and an SUV collided this afternoon on US 127 near Anderson Dean Park. Investigators say a man inside the car died, and at least 2 other people suffered non-life-threatening injuries. They're still trying to figure out what caused the crash. The road has since been reopened. Investigators say he escaped from prison and disappeared while serving a manslaughter sentence. But now, 37 years later, police say they found a Georgia fugitive in southern Kentucky.
It took a long time. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office arrested Billy Birchfield last night. They say he had been living in Laurel County under a different name. Victor Puente is tracking the investigation tonight. It's our top story at 6.
Everyone I spoke to who knows Bill Arnold says he's a kind man and a hard worker. But deputies say he's also a fugitive whose real name is Billy Birchfield, and he's been hiding in Kentucky for almost 40 years. Laurel County Sheriff's deputies say they got a tip about a fugitive who had escaped prison in 1979 while serving a 16-year sentence for manslaughter.
He had apparently assumed the name of a dead cousin and established residency in Laurel County, and for 37 years had lived here.
They went to Arnold's home last night and took his fingerprints. They say Kentucky State Police and the FBI both compared those prints to Birchfield's, and they were a match. Neighbors tell me he's been a kind man who used to own this gas station and restaurant. They say he was willing to help anyone who needed it.
He would have big Thanksgiving dinners, and families that couldn't afford to have Thanksgiving, he would invite them over to the store and have a big meal cooked for them.
He was arrested and brought to the Laurel County Detention Center. Deputies say the 67-year-old denies being Billy Birchfield, but was cooperative with their investigation.
Just a great guy, a really good mentor. Just completely all the way around, just a great guy, really. I mean, it just blows my mind.
The Bill that we know, you would not, that's not our Bill. So, I mean, he's well loved here in the community.
Deputy Achardo said Georgia authorities told them they would be extraditing Birchfield as soon as possible. In Laurel County, Victor Puente, WKYT.
And family members told us they had no comment on the arrest or Birchfield's past charges.
It is a humid day across the bluegrass, and a few storms have even popped up, but better weather is on the way. Thank goodness. Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey has an early look at the forecast.
Yeah, much better brand of air coming into town as we gear up for the big weekend ahead of us. Interesting sky cam right now. I'm aimed with our sky cam toward the south and southwest, and now look at some thunderheads that are beginning to blossom way in the distance from Lexington, where it is still 92 degrees, but that humidity has dropped big time, down to 39%. At one point, it felt like 99, but with that drier air that is coming in, the numbers are dropping very quickly. 86 into Covington, still low 90s across parts of central Kentucky, but the heat index values are dropping big time. 100 plus, we hit 114 for a feels like number into western Kentucky earlier. That drier air announcing its arrival with at least some scattered thunderstorms that are going up. Pretty hefty little thunderstorm here across Campbellsville. Folks in Adair County, Liberty, Casey County, and down toward Russell Springs, the Lake Cumberland area. That is a thunderstorm that is heading your way. Also a little thunder boomer that has popped up here on the Breathitt, Wolf, and Magoffin County line. That'll work its way on toward the south and southeast. May impact parts of Knott County coming up over the next half hour and change. All of this ahead of a cold front zipping its way on in from north to south, and any shower or thunderstorm out there this evening quickly giving way to better skies. Latter part of the evening, some upper 60s and low 70s will show up. Guys, right now, literally, that drier air is working in. The numbers are dropping by the minute from north to south. Good-looking weekend forecast and bigger changes for next week. Wait until you see what I'm working on in that 7-day forecast in a few.
Deadly shootings like what happened in Orlando, Florida, make people worry about the ones they love. And for business owners and managers, they also worry about the safety of their employees and their customers.
Local gay bars are meeting with Lexington police tomorrow to discuss increased security for their businesses. But many of the people we spoke with today say there's a fine line between keeping people safe and making them feel more afraid.
3, 2, 1.
In downtown Lexington, support for the LGBTQ community is everywhere.
Not just because there's a disaster, it's because I love them. They're human beings and they're amazing people.
With flags flying proudly outside local businesses. After the mass shooting in Orlando, many business owners are now trying to figure out how to move forward.
I don't want them to think that they're alone in this.
But for Lisa Cox and the staff at Sidebar Grill, it's business as usual.
It's not like we're gearing up for anything extra to happen just because of that shooting. I don't want fear to guide us in our daily life. It means terrorists have won, really, whether they're homegrown or from abroad.
He was a person on a mission to just kill as many people as possible, and how do you stop that?
Many of the people we spoke with today say there needs to be a balance between increasing security and impeding on the atmosphere they've come to love.
We need to feel safe as a community and as a society, but at the same time, do we have as much fun if there are people with assault rifles on every corner?
With the Lexington Pride Festival right around the corner, increased security will no doubt be a topic of conversation. But many wonder if it's the route we need to take.
I kind of think it's going to be a somber occasion anyway, and to have extra police, it really almost makes it scary, like they're going to think twice about even coming downtown, and I don't think they should. It's not the American way to let terrorists tell you how to run your life.
The Lexington Pride Festival will take place Saturday, June 25th.
Experts say the drug epidemic touches everyone and has spread everywhere in Kentucky. That includes county jails. There are places where you're not supposed to get out, but drugs still get in. As Miranda Combs tells us in this exclusive report, many fear that may never change.
It takes a new way of thinking.
Hey guys, sorry for the delay.
You're not delaying me, sir.
Thanks for coming again.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
All right.
Ready to go as soon as I get done, so if you want to get him out.
All right.
And Fayette County Jail Director Scott Colvin never knows what to expect.
We have all the commanders up here. You've been trained up for it. Turn them down.
They're here to inspect.
Keep your eyes open. You don't move for people. Other people will move out of your way. They'll see a big force of officers coming down the corridor. They're doing some really creative things, liquefying Suboxone and immersing their Christmas cards in the Suboxone and letting it dry out, and doing this with heroin, doing it with fentanyl, anything that's soluble.
And he's the new tool for a continuing problem.
They'll hardly know that we're there until kill the dogs there.
We'll head out the door, down this hallway, and then up the beach.
The dog follows them. Once they get in the unit, they all follow him.
So get out.
People who want things will find ways to get things, and especially drug addicts.
As long as I hear his nose working, we're good.
One of the biggest problems they face is one that will never go away.
It's the world we live in now.
Seat. Soak it out, puppy.
So he says they have to be creative. This is the only county jail Colvin knows of that brings in police and their drug dog and randomly hunts for drugs.
What the heck's in there, food or something?
If it's here, we want it.
What is this right here? See that nice seat right there? Yep.
The dog alerted to this table, but nothing was found.
The drug dogs alert to the presence of drug odor and not the actual drug itself.
What is
so
this?
in certain circumstances, the drug may not always be there and we'll still be hitting the odor.
They went on to more units. We couldn't go, too dangerous. But we did head down the road about an hour
J1.
to the Pulaski County Jail, where their work to stop the spread of drugs isn't coming from the outside.
Good job.
They're doing it from the inside.
If you don't mind to go over your worries, wants, and needs.
I want to prove to myself that I can stay clean to get my kids back and that I can be a good mother and overcome and achieve anything.
This class is called Moral Reconation Therapy.
Is it okay if we keep going with steps?
The jail funds it itself because this small group represents the majority of inmates.
Most people in here are addicts, and this class helps us to recover. Instead of just locking us away, it actually does something to help.
They learn coping skills and how to use their time.
What would you say would be the most important thing to you on your list?
Probably when I use the phone when I get to call and talk to my little boy once a week.
And why is that important to you?
Because I just like to hear his voice and know how he's doing.
Because they have so much in common.
My baby was 3 months old when I came to jail, and I've missed everything, and I don't want to screw up anymore. I gotta get it right this time.
I feel like this is such a key moment for all of these individuals. We really have an opportunity to get through to them now while they are thinking clearly.
The problem was so bad for Pulaski, the jailer says deals were being done in the cells.
It was blatant. I mean, it was a lot of drugs. It was everywhere. You know, they stick it under chairs, leave it in the bathroom, just anywhere that they could, you know, bump into somebody and pass it off to them, whatever they could. So we stopped that.
They've done a lot to clean it up, he says, over the past year, but what he's most proud of are classes like this.
I really struggled with at first to even take this class because I guess I was nervous about working on myself, but I knew it was something I needed to do.
It's just a broad range of things that you have to teach people because they're really starting all over again. You know, they've been on drugs so long that the people that are around, they think are the greatest people in the world.
He and Fayette County's jail director know they'll never really win.
It can be suppressed, and this is where our efforts should be focused, but it cannot be eliminated.
Ready? Yes, sir. Head out.
Because no matter the path, the problem won't be ignored. Miranda Combs, WKYT.
Fayette County will soon start the substance abuse program inside the jail, similar to what Pulaski County is doing that you saw in Miranda's story there. Fayette County also has on-site drug testing for inmates, and envelopes are not allowed in cells anymore.
A pastor and a university researcher both face charges tonight for what police say they were looking for online. That story coming up next.
Kentucky Branded is your home for Father's Day and all things KY. New men's apparel, gifts, and more, all 20% off, plus an additional 50% off clearance. We are your state pride home for all things Kentucky. Fayette Mall, next to Saul Good. KentuckyBranded.com.
At Gates Honda in Richmond, our grand opening will be low-key. No hot dogs, balloons, loud music, no gorillas. We have great deals waiting for you on over 100 new Hondas. At Gates Honda in Richmond, we sell new Hondas for less because we can.
Who says mornings can't be happy? Not us. Introducing the DQ Hardest Working Happy Hour, with drinks that work even harder than you do, blending sweet flavors like never before. Only DQ has drinks that multitask in the morning even if you can't. Like $2 premium fruit smoothies, $2 ultimate frappes, and $1 iced coffees. Every weekday morning until 10:30 a.m. at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food.
The event that rocked Kentucky is back at Toyota on Nicholasville. It's the Kentucky Car Fair, going on right now at Toyota on Nicholasville. This is our biggest car fair ever. Take $6,000 off new Toyotas. Buy with zero down, or make no payments for 90 days, or get 0% financing up to 72 months during the Kentucky Car Fair at Toyota on Nicholasville. The big Toyota store. Where price sells cars. ToyotaOnNicholasville.com.
Guys, our number's way! Yeah, wait. We can finally stop playing these wedding gigs and start rocking out!
Hey, guys! What's going on?
Lenny, I hope you got that ticket in the same place, bro! Yeah!
Ticket?
The only way you can win Kentucky's Powerball or Mega Millions jackpot is if you actually buy your ticket.
All right, let's get Tim and Don on the dance floor. Whatever. Go.
At Baptist Health, we want you to know the facts. Visit BaptistHealthDocs.com to view a video of neonatologist Tanya Reed and learn more about our new North Tower. Baptist Health Lexington. Be a healthier you.
Right now, Green's Toyota has amazing deals on the new 2016 Corolla. Choose from $1,500 in customer cash or 0% APR for up to 72 months. Or lease a new 2016 Corolla S Plus for only $159 per month for 36 months. Green's.
You know that old saying, there's 1,000 ways to slice a grape? Well, tell Arby's about the other 999, because we're still stuck doing it this way. Every morning, hand slicing grapes just for one seasonal sandwich. If Arby's does all this work for just one sandwich ingredient, imagine what kind of effort we put into the rest of them. I mean, is somebody back there cracking pecans? Arby's, we have the meat.
At Gates Honda in Richmond, we want to service your Honda, regardless of where you bought it. We believe that once you've experienced our service department, you'll never go anywhere else to service or purchase your Honda. Come see us at Gates Honda on the Bypass in Richmond.
Tonight, 2 men face charges after police say they drove to Franklin County thinking they would be having sex with a minor.
The Kentucky Attorney General's office says David Brown and Anwar Muhammad were arrested in separate stings. Brown is a pastor at a church in Indiana. Muhammad is a researcher at the University of Louisville. In both cases, police say the men talked online to undercover investigators posing as a minor.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey.
Right on cue, those thunderstorms blowing up across southern Kentucky. That future radar indicating that a few hours ago, and now we're getting those storms going severe into parts of the area. Let's get into Defender Radar Network. That's a severe thunderstorm warning that is out for several counties here into southern Kentucky. Adair, Casey, Russell, into sections of Taylor County as well. That is that severe thunderstorm that is right into the western part of Casey County now. Casey Creek area, southeast of Mansville, and heading toward the Dunville area here into southern parts of Casey County. This part of the storm is actually moving a little farther to the east, almost out of the eastern part of that warning box. So folks into Liberty, Casey County, down toward the Lake Cumberland area, I think this actually may target Somerset and Pulaski County over the next hour. Watch out for some large hail. This thing is spiking way up there now and may produce some hail and some gusty winds. We'll have to keep an eye out for some additional showers and storms to go up out ahead of that. Noisy little thunderstorm here into the Breathitt, Magoffin County areas of southeastern Kentucky. All of this ahead of a strong cold front that is marching from northwest to southeast. It is bumping up against the hazy, the hot, the humid weather across Kentucky today, but it's a better brand of air that is coming in behind it. Anything is better than what we've had out there today. Hottest day of the year, as expected, central and eastern Kentucky, low 90s. Still with a heat index that is a little warmer, though the numbers are dropping quickly as that drier air works in from the north. Live sky cams from across the region. None of these sky cams picking up on any shower thunderstorm action. Everybody with a mix of sun and clouds, though on this Lexington sky cam you can actually see a mix of sun and some of those thunderheads to our south. Heading into Friday, it gets better. Low 60s to start, low 80s tomorrow afternoon with a chance for a shower during that time. Much better brand of air blowing in for Friday. That'll hang tough into your weekend. Sensational for Saturday, sunny and pleasant. Sunday, the sun rolls on with mid to upper 80s. Hour by hour forecast will show how quickly those showers and storms in southern Kentucky head into Tennessee. They're zipping across our southern counties. Now for the day tomorrow, watch the weather come at us in reverse from east to west. Noon tomorrow, this model has grown a little colder now with each run into eastern Kentucky. It only has upper 60s at noon tomorrow with some overcast and the threat of a shower into the afternoon. 5 o'clock tomorrow, it says a lot of upper 70s to low 80s show up instead of the low and mid 90s like what we had out there today. Go into our Saturday looking absolutely phenomenal now. Low humidities, temperatures that will be topping out 80 to 85 degrees. And the long range call into our Sunday with readings that may start into the 50s. Heading into next week, we will heat it up for a day or two on Monday, maybe first part of Tuesday, but the jet stream then takes another big dip middle and end of the week as mild and cool air moves into the eastern part of the country. So every time we get a little surge of heat, we get a cold front to knock temperatures down. That's likely the theme of the summer, with no one pattern just locking in for the long haul right now. I do think we hit 90 again early next week with the numbers dropping. Guys, we'll watch that storm across southern Kentucky right now. May have some large hail.
Ready for that cool down.
Me too.
All right. Brian, we've had a lot of baseball, one of your favorite topics to talk about recently.
Yes, we have. Nick Mingione takes over the Kentucky baseball program, and more news today. Former UK baseball coach Gary Henderson appears to be on the move. I'll tell you about it coming up next.
Have something that needs investigating? Email us or call the WKYT Investigates tip line.
Hey, I'm Jordan. I'm Ryan. I'm Jeremy. This is our show. See more of our show and start enjoying yours at visitmo.com.
People really do live life in their Toyotas. Live well in the stylishly affordable Corolla S with Entune audio, Bluetooth, and backup camera, all standard. Now, during Toyota's summer sales event, get 0% financing for 72 months or lease Corolla for $159 a month. Toyota, let's go places.
Join us during the Sleep Outfitters 4th of July Sneak Peek Week. The steals and deals are already here. Check out this exclusive Tempur-Pedic bedding bundle. A queen Tempur mattress, Tempur adjustable base, 2 Tempur essential support pillows, all for just $44 a month. Buy now and enjoy 0% interest for 5 years or get a free HD TV. Your choice during the 4th of July Sneak Peek Week. Only at Sleep Outfitters.
CareSource insures thousands of members in Kentucky, but we're not built on numbers. We're built on compassion and care. Our commitment? People over profit. CareSource, caring for the Commonwealth.
Treat yourself to summertime fun with a new Subaru from Quantrill. Discover why Subarus are preferred by people of all ages with active lifestyles. During June, own a new Forester for only $23,970 or lease it for just $221 per month. Or own a new Crosstrek for only $23,980 or lease it for just $231 per month. Summertime fun is waiting for you, so grab it with a new Subaru from Quantrill. We have great lease and finance specials during our huge summer sale.
Bluegrass Medical Aesthetics wants to help you on the path to wellness and healthy youthful aging. Hormone replacement, medically supervised weight loss, Botox, Kybella, and more. Located in Georgetown next to Qdoba. Visit us at bmaky.com.
Want to pay less for the #1 selling compact car? Honda's got it with the redesigned 2016 Civic. Civics cost less than the competition and come fully loaded for $179 a month. Looking for hot technology? Honda's got it with available Honda Lane Watch, forward collision warning, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and more. Want Civics for just $179 a month or drive with 0 down payment? Honda's got it this week at your Central Kentucky Honda dealers.
We're the McClellans, and this is our show.
Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous.
See more of our show
And start enjoying yours
at visitmo.com.
The coaching carousel continues to spin in small circles, literally. 2 weeks after resigning as the baseball coach at UK, reports are surfacing Gary Henderson is heading to Mississippi State to be the pitching coach. Henderson is considered one of the best pitching coaches in the country. In Starkville, Henderson will reunite with John Cohen, whom he succeeded as head coach at UK. While Cohen was in Lexington, Henderson was his pitching coach. UK hired Nick Mingione this week, who comes from Mississippi State and who was on the staff with Cohen and Henderson a decade ago at Kentucky. It's a small world, isn't it? UK fan favorite Willie Cauley-Stein back in Lexington today. He'll be in town for a couple of days and signing autographs tomorrow at All Sports in the Fayette Mall. Cauley-Stein says he's been working hard on his offensive game this summer, improving his footwork and jump shot. Cauley-Stein says playing at Kentucky helped him prepare for the NBA on and off the court.
From the way, Coach Cal runs his program, from the terminology, from the plays, it's all the same as the league. So he's just brainwashing you, and you don't even know it. And you get up there and you're like, oh, so this isn't really that hard. It's not that bad because you kind of know how to play, the NBA game.
Told you Cal plays those Jedi mind tricks. No Tyler Eulis this year, and the incoming freshman will need someone to turn to, and that person will be Isaiah Briscoe. Briscoe was relegated to defense and rebounding for the most part and shooting in spurts a year ago. Now the sophomore from New Jersey will accept the role Eulis had this past season.
Just running the team, and that doesn't mean score all the points. That doesn't mean, pretty much doesn't mean score all the points. That is just, make sure everything's in order, be a second coach on the court, and, build a better relationship with Coach Cal and just lead the young guys.
Kind of like a floor general.
Yeah, like a floor general.
The 116th United States Open getting underway this morning at Oakmont just outside of Pittsburgh. And the Open is currently in a weather delay, the second of the day after heavy rains moved into that area. Andrew Landry, who's in the Open by virtue of a local qualifier, leads by one shot over Bubba Watson, 3 Kentuckians. They are involved. J.B. Holmes suffering through a 5-over round. Justin Thomas from Louisville and Kent Bull of Glasgow both have yet to tee it up. Let's go back to baseball for a moment. UK junior outfielder Zach Rex has been named a finalist for the Greg Olson Award as the breakout player of the year in college baseball. Rex played at the Air Force Academy as a freshman in 2013, batting .210 with no homers. He transfers to UK but did not play for 2 years. This season, Rex was incredible, batting .331, 7 homers, 22 RBI, and down the stretch, Rex hit 6 homers in the final 15 games. That's a look at sports. We'll be right back.
You don't have to wear smaller diamonds.
Sales 3/4 carat bridal sets are $18.79. The Castle's 1 carats are the same price.
Nobody makes I Do as big and affordable as we do.
Captain D's is the place for a variety of seafood meals starting at $4.99, like the sampler or our new Fish and D's Jumbo Coconut Shrimp Meal. Also, try our new grilled lemon pepper whitefish and shrimp skewer. For full meals starting at $4.99, it's gotta be D's.
Some things are simply impossible to ignore. The strikingly designed Lexus NX Turbo and Hybrid, the SUV that dares to go beyond utility. Lease the 2016 NX Turbo for $329 a month for 36 months. See your Lexus dealer.
Who says mornings can't be happy? Not us. Introducing the DQ Hardest Working Happy Hour, with drinks that work even harder than you do, blending sweet flavors like never before. Only DQ has drinks that multitask in the morning even if you can't. Like $2 premium fruit smoothies, $2 ultimate frappes, and $1 iced coffees. Every weekday morning until 10:30 a.m. at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food.
Attention residents of Lexington. Due to the recent torrential hailstorm, many vehicles have been damaged, and we are forced to deeply discount them at the Glenn dealerships of Nicholasville. Glenn Ford, Glenn Mitsubishi, and Glenn Hyundai of Nicholasville. Small scratches, dings, and dents have forced us to sell these vehicles below market value. You will save thousands, and these small cosmetic defects can be easily repaired. These vehicles are limited and are first come, first served. Get to any of the Glenn dealerships in Nicholasville, Ford, Mitsubishi, or Hyundai today for this rare event.
How fast is it? Plenty fast. It's not how fast you mow, it's how well you mow fast.
It's not how fast you mow, it's how well you mow fast.
It's not how fast you mow, it's how well you mow fast.
It's how well you mow fast.
It's how well you mow fast.
Even if it doesn't catch on, doesn't mean it's not true. The John Deere Z-Track Z535M with our re-engineered deck to mow faster, better.
Get Deere season savings at Mead Tractor.
At Mead Tractor, you get the best with a standard 4-year warranty.
The all-American Toyota Sienna. It goes beyond versatility and comfort with room for the whole team. A power third-row seat, blind spot monitoring, advanced infotainment suite,
and the only all-wheel drive system available in a minivan. And it's still one of the safest vehicles on the road. Toyota Sienna. Add a little swagger to your life. Now get any new 2016 Sienna with 0% financing for 60 months. Toyota, let's go places.
Captain D's is the place for a variety of seafood meals starting at $4.99, like the sampler or our new Fish and D's Jumbo Coconut Shrimp Meal. Also, try our new grilled lemon pepper whitefish and shrimp skewer. For full meals starting at $4.99, it's gotta be D's.
All right, let's let the roller coaster ride begin.
Yeah, we're going to see those temperatures coming down over the next few days. And introducing the cooler brand of air, thunderstorms across southern Kentucky. Severe thunderstorm warning continues for parts of Adair, Casey, Russell, and Taylor counties. That'll go until 5:30. New warning popping in there that is just about in the same piece of real estate. That includes sections of Russell County and parts of Adair County. Large hail, some high winds possibility with that storm. Worst of the storm is just to the south of Liberty there into Casey County. Folks into Somerset, we'll keep an eye on that storm. It's spiking up there, likely to tap some cold air and produce some large hail over the next hour.
We know you'll watch it closely.
We'll be here. Yep.
All right, CBS Evening News is next. We'll see you back here tonight at 11.